Okay. So, this is my Bible Devo project, and I'm doing courage. The verses that I chose to do are Joshua 1, 3 through 9. And it says, I will give you every place where you set your foot, as I promised Moses. Your territory will extend from the desert to Lebanon, and from the great river, the Euphrates, all the Hittite country, to the Mediterranean Sea in the west. No one will be able to stand against you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Be strong and courageous, because you will lead these people to inherit the land I swore to their ancestors to give them. Be strong and courageous. Be careful to obey the law my servant Moses gave to you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So, the important ideas in this passage include God's promise to Joshua that he'll lead the people to possess the land, the encouragement to be strong and courageous, and the command to obey the instructions given by Moses. It also emphasizes the importance of studying and meditating on the Bible to ensure your success and prosperity. But yeah, we see like an emphasis that victory and prosperity are not based on human strength alone, but on faithfulness to God. And this passage serves as both like a leadership lesson and a spiritual encouragement for anyone facing like responsibility or uncertainty. So how can this apply like to ultimately the passage is a reminder that no matter what you face, God's always going to be with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and calling you to be courageous in your faith in daily life. And he kind of uses Joshua as an example because Joshua's faith and obedience serve as a model for anyone stepping into a leadership role or facing a challenge. He trusts God's promises and moves forward with courage. We also see that success and prosperity come from staying faithful to God's word and living in obedience. Strength and courage are necessary, but they are rooted in trust in God, not just human ability. Hebrews 13:5 says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. And it's really just like a powerful promise of God's presence and faithfulness, which applies not just to Joshua, but to all who trust in him. But yeah, it's just like a really good promise given by God to know that whether you're in an ultimate high or at the lowest you'll ever be, that God's just always going to be with you. But God also commands Joshua to be strong and courageous and tells him to meditate on the law and obey it fully. And through that, he's kind of speaking to us too, because it's important to like be in the Word every day and to know the Bible and understand the Bible, because ultimately like the world is kind of against Christianity, and so it's really important to like know like what's true and like hold on to that truth. But it's also really hard to have courage and have wisdom, and so it's just an important like prayer to ask God for courage and wisdom and faith to follow God's guidance like Joshua did. The warning to not turn from it to the right or to the left suggests that straying from God's instructions will lead to failure, and ignoring his guidance is a mistake to avoid. But the entire passage is an encouragement. God reassures Joshua and us that he's always present and providing strength and guidance. Yeah.